This video will cover the even problems on pages 3.1 and 3.2 of your notes. So a reminder, we are solving equations, and you do that by using inverse operations. So addition and subtraction undo each other, and multiplication and division undo each other. So ask yourself what's happening to the variable, and how do I undo that? When you are solving an equation, you are looking for the one number that when you plug it back in, then you have a correct sentence, a correct statement. So when we look at number 2, it says m minus 11. So to undo minus 11, we would have to add 11. And what you do to one side, you have to do it to the other side. It's like a balance. If it helps you to divide the two sides up, put a line through your equal sign. So these cancel each other out. If you type that into your calculator, you would get 0. They cancel out. So I'm left with m equals negative 9 plus 11 is 2. So there's your answer. When you check it, I'm not going to write this for each of them, but in your calculator, you would type in 2, because that's what you got for m, minus 11, hit your equals, and you would get negative 9. So every time you get an answer, plug it back into the original equation and make sure it is true. Number 4, this one is a little bit confusing because we see this plus sign, so we think, oh, I need to subtract 15. But if you typed this into your calculator, it would not cancel. So there are two different ways we can do this. One is you just have to recognize, okay, to get it to be 0, to get it to cancel, I need to add 15. So we'll do it that way first, is add 15. This plus sign goes with the W, not with the 15. That's why it gets tricky. All right, so these cancel. W equals 29. So again, you would type in negative 15 plus 29 and make sure it equals 14, and it does. The other thing you could do is you could rearrange how it's written. You could change this to W minus 15. Now, where did the plus sign go? Well, the plus goes with the W, so I don't need to write a plus sign in front of that W. I can just know that it's positive. And then it's a negative 15. We don't write plus negative, we just write minus. So W minus 15 equals 14. And this equation is a little bit easier to look at then to say, oh, instead of minus 15, I need to plus 15. So W equals 29. So you are able to rearrange the equations however you want. Just make sure whatever's positive is positive and whatever is negative stays negative. Number 6, this one is really tricky. So same thing that we just looked at. The first thing, if you want to leave it how it is, we have a negative 4 that we need to get rid of. Even though there's a plus sign, we need to get rid of a negative 4. So we would have to add 4 to get it to cancel. Add 4. 3 equals V, or you can flip it around and say V equals 3. This is a little bit easier to look at. If you wanted to, I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to flip this over to here. I'm also going to switch these two things around. So I'm going to change it to V minus 4 equals negative 1. That's just a little bit of an easier equation to look at. So then I would add 4, V equals 3. You don't have to rearrange it, but if it's going to help you, then obviously you should do that. Number 8, this is not negative 7 plus P. Right? This is not P minus 7. So you could not rearrange that to P minus 7. That's not what that means. Remember, when two things are right next to each other, it means multiplication. We just don't put a multiplication sign in. So to get P by itself, we need to divide by negative 7, divide by negative 7. P equals 8. So if you were to check it, in your calculator, you would do negative 7 times 8 and make sure it equals negative 56. Number 10, R over negative 8, which means R divided by negative 8. So I need to multiply by negative 8. That cancels those out, which just leaves us R times negative 8. You would get negative 16 equals R, or again, if you want to flip it around, R equals negative 16. For 12, same thing, x divided by negative 6. So I need to times by -6 times by -6. X equals positive 72. Make sure you're really careful with your positives and your negatives. 14. Again, a lot of people think, oh, let's add 10. This is not a subtraction problem. This is a multiplication problem. -10d means -10 times d. So to undo times or multiplication, we need to divide. That cancels. Divide. D equals -4. (16) We have -3 plus h. So again, since we see the plus sign, we want to put -3, but we should realize, oh, that doesn't actually cancel. So to get it to cancel, I need to plus 3 plus 3. 27 equals h, or you can flip it around, h equals 27. Like we did on the front, if you would rather flip this around, you could rewrite it as h minus 3 equals 24. All right, then you would add your 3 to both sides and get h equals 27. 18, there's just a negative sign in front of the y. That doesn't mean you can add it. Remember, if there's not a number, you can always put a 1 in place. So this is -1 times y. So I need to divide by -1. Y equals -9. Don't subtract them. You're doing 9 divided by -1 is -9. 20, p over 9, so p divided by 9 means I need to times by 9. That cancels it, and I'm left with p. Times by 9 gives me -81. P equals -81. 22, k minus 9, so I need to add 9 to both sides. Again, if you need to put your line down so you show that you're doing it to both sides, if that's helpful, then do that. K equals -29. 24. This one usually tricks everybody. 6n equals 0. So 6 times n has to equal 0. So if we follow our steps, we would divide by 6, divide by 6. And 0 divided by anything is still just 0. All right, so the problem is 6 times something has to equal 0. The only way to get that to work is if your n is 0. So again, ask yourself, what's happening to the variable? How do I undo that? And then check your answer once you get your final answer.